Yo guys, it's Mr. Exploit, and in today's video I'm going to be checking out Volcano. So as you guys know, Volcano was free for a long time. It used to be called Electron, the name changed to Volcano, and it went free to use for a couple of months up until Cheat Buddy returned. In case you don't know who Cheat Buddy is, he's the original creator of RC7 and RCM. He's done a lot of things in the community. This is literally the same guy that came up with the concept for bytecode conversion, so he's made a lot of significant contributions to this community. Almost over 2 decades now, which is wild. Cheat Buddy's approaching 30. He's got over 15 years of experience reverse engineering ROBLOX and programming in assembly and whatever other languages he uses. So this guy's got more experience than most people in the community have currently been alive for, and this is one of the reasons why Volcano has gone paid, and not a lot of people understand what Sysguard is. Honestly, it's kind of a complicated thing to explain, but I'm going to try and simplify it as much as possible. Basically, Sysguard is a universal reverse engineering tool that was created by Cheat Buddy. It's got a bunch of custom features inside. He's constantly updating it and adding new features to it, and basically he's decided to use it to protect Volcano from Hyperion. So Sysguard's job is to make sure that Hyperion does not touch Volcano. So does this mean that Volcano should be undetected against Hyperion? Yes, this should mean that Volcano shouldn't be getting touched by Hyperion anytime soon. Does this mean that ban waves can still happen with Volcano? Yes, definitely. Ban waves can still happen with Volcano, because you guys don't understand, it's not just Hyperion that ROBLOX can use to detect executors, as we saw with the client modification detections. ROBLOX can actually detect executors on the Lua side of things. So Ko's job, if you don't know who Ko is, he's the main creator of Volcano and Electron. His job is to work on the Lua U side of things, so to tackle any potential Lua U detections that might be included. And Cheat Buddy's job is to focus on Hyperion and focus on developing tools that will make Ko's life easier. So how it is with Volcano right now, we've seen a lot of updates recently to improve stability and to actually make the execution functionality for Volcano better, which is what I believe is going to be the main focus over the next few months. Both the devs are getting paid good wages now, so there's good incentive to work 24/7 on Volcano. So in my opinion, I'm excited about Sysguard being in Volcano. I know a lot of people are upset because they might not have money to afford it anymore, and I do feel your pain. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait for a cheaper option or a free executor to come back. Right now there's no free executors really to use unless you're on Mac with Hydrogen. So yeah, in my opinion, I feel like Volcano's only going to get better now that they've got Cheat Buddy working behind the scenes, and Ko can now focus on improving execution. Multi-instance is currently not supported, but it's being added in the next update. Well, should be in the next few updates. Multi-instance support should be included, and I will tell you guys right now that Cheat Buddy is going through a great amount of pain having to rewrite Sysguard, certain aspects of Sysguard, to work with multi-instance. So shout out to Cheat Buddy for doing that, and let's get into the video. So we're just going to start with the basic sUNC test and validity test. If you don't know what these tests are, they basically test executor functions. So starting off first with the sUNC test, we're just going to execute this right now, and I'm expecting this to score over 90%. It should be above 90% as far as I'm aware. So we just got a complete score of 94%, which I'm happy with. I'm pretty sure Volcano does have replicate signal and set hidden property. Like I said, you shouldn't 100% rely on sUNC tests to truly tell you if an executor is good or not. You should always do double tests, and you should always do your own tests as well. If you are a script developer and you know exactly what functions to test for and how to test for them, I do recommend you do that, or ask a script developer to test for you or to tell you if it's terrible or not. So if you want to view the results, links will be in the description below. And we're going to move on to the validity test right now, which is another test similar to sUNC, but it has its own way of testing things. Like I said, you shouldn't rely on these tests. You should use both of them as well. Okay, so this is the place for validity test, and this tests over 122 functions. So we're going to run the test. We're going to see if Volcano will crash or not while running this. So it appears Volcano did in fact crash while running the validity test. So I'm going to have to knock a few marks off of Volcano for this. I will report this to the Volcano developer. Hopefully this can get fixed. I'm going to run it 2 more times just to give it the benefit of the doubt. So I tried giving Volcano a chance to run the validity test, and it did not go so well. So the next test I'm going to do is save instance along with Decompiler. So I'm using universal sign save instance. I've already done a video guide about this, so if you want to know more, go check that out. Anyways, we're going to click execute. We're on Grow a Garden right now, and we're going to see if the metal decompiler works fine. And if Volcano's still using Metal, maybe Volcano had a decompiler update, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it hasn't. So I'm expecting this to work fine. And another thing I like as well is the fact that Volcano has the scripts and everything in the Volcano folder. If you notice executors like Cellular, it's only available in the local apps, I'm pretty sure. So it's kind of annoying and confusing for some people. I just thought I'd mention that as a small little quality of life thing. I know Volcano's not the only executor that has it like that. Cellular is pretty much the only one that has it in local apps. I just thought that was worth mentioning. Okay, so we've finished save instancing Grow a Garden. If we head over to our workspace folder, we should now be able to launch Grow a Garden. So it's this place right here. And apparently I don't have ROBLOX Studio installed, so I'm going to install that real quick. Okay, so let's load up the game. Now we've installed Studio, and it should load up everything in here, like all the models and all of the module scripts. So let's head over and check if the Metal Decompiler is working. Yes, the Metal Decompiler is working fine. So that's good to know. I expected this to work in the first place, so that's all good. Everything's in order here, and if you guys want a better decompiler, you can also use Oracle as well, which is $10 a month. I also did a video talking about that, but I will put the link in the description for anyone that's interested in a better decompiler output than Metal. So what we're about to do next is the Serverhop/teleport handler test. I'm really interested to see this one. We're going to server hop like 100 times on Grow a Garden, and we're going to see how this turns out. So I've put a script in the auto execute folder, which basically contains this. This script is a cached server hop. It's one of the best server hop scripts around. So if you want to implement this into your script or whatever, the link will be in the description for this script as well. It was made by Caesar, and it's really awesome. It brute forces servers to make sure you have a guaranteed fresh server every single time, and it's the most efficient way of server hopping. So I'm going to load into Grow a Garden. We're going to attach Volcano, and we're going to see how it performs. Hopefully it performs good. I'm expecting Sysguard to be okay now. I know that it was a rough few days, and some people are still getting errors with Volcano. It's kind of a mixed package right now. Skip to the end of the video if you want my full opinion. Alright, so we've loaded in. We're going to click attach, and the script should start running. It should server hop us into another server, and then it should automatically run itself again. Okay, there's the first server hop. We're in a different server. It should wait another 7 seconds and do the exact same thing again. Alright, that's 2 server hops. So we're going to see how many we can do.
Holy shit, niggas, calm the fuck down.
Okay, so we've just figured something out. We are on the 7th server hop, and we encountered a Guardian error. Now, I do have a list of what these errors mean, so let me just pull up my Guardian error list. We have a Sysguard error, everybody. So according to my Guardian error codes list, this happens when the Volcano DLL has crashed. So what I'm about to do now, guys, is I'm about to run the exact same script again. We're going to do the same test, and we're going to see if it crashes on the 7th server hop every single time. We're going to see how unstable the server hopping is. So it seems the teleport handler might be slightly unstable right now. That was a surprise. I was expecting it to be okay, but we're going to attach anyway, and now we're going to see how it will perform this time. Okay, I believe we've just gotten to over 21 or 22 server hops, and it appears to have crashed, but there's no actual error message or anything happening right now, and Volcano's still open, so I'm unsure of what's happened now. But it seems to be kind of random. We did make it to just over 21, 22 server hops. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, then I'll put the actual number on the screen right now, because I kind of did lose count. But that was much better than the first time, although it does look like it's something that needs working on for Volcano's side. So I'm going to have to put some marks down for that. It does seem to be kind of unstable on teleport handler right now, which I was server hopping quite fast. I mean, normally you're not server hopping that fast, unless maybe on Steal a Brain Rot, if you've got one of those bots set up where they're searching servers for brain rots, then maybe you would server hop that fast. I'm not sure. Maybe it will reduce crashing if you add a longer cooldown. The cooldown that I was using just then was 7 seconds, so it was waiting 7 seconds in between every single one. So the next thing we're going to be moving on to are games like Deep Woken, Grand Peace Online, Fallen Survival, Aftermath, Can you actually attach to these games with Volcano without being instantly banned? Steal a Brain Rot, for example, Rivals. Some of these games have detections for when you attach with an executor, let alone executing a script. So I actually went on Deepwoken and I attached Volcano. Now I did attach Volcano after I was in the main menu, and I believe that this might have bugged out my game or something, because when I spawned in, it looked like this. I was like stuck in the floor and couldn't move. So I decided to reload the game. But this time, as you can see, I attached at the main menu and then I loaded straight into the game, and this time everything was working fine. I was able to walk around like normal, and I did actually end up finding a script. I tried the script out. It's a paid script, unfortunately. It's called Banshee. Here's a quick clip of me after executing the Banshee script, just messing around with it, seeing what would work and what wouldn't, and it appeared to be working completely fine. There was no issues whatsoever. The next game that I attached to was Grand Peace Online, and it was fine. I didn't get banned for attaching, but the script that I executed was a free script that I found on ROBLOX, and I already knew as soon as I saw the UI pop up that I was guaranteed to get banned. The third game that I tried was Fallen Survival. You can see here's a clip of me attaching in the main menu. If you are executing scripts on Fallen Survival, I always advise that you attach in the main menu. I believe that there's a high ban chance if you attach when you've loaded into the game. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the comments. Sadly, I wasn't able to find a working script for Fallen Survival because I did want to execute a script. I did find a script that supports Fallen Survival, but it's not currently updated right now, so I'm going to have to wait for that one. And for those curious, the script was called SwimHub, and it's the same guy that made the Prive 9 script for Fallen Survival, so you know it's going to be fire. I also tried using Volcano in Rivals and Aftermath, and there was no problem at all. I was able to attach to all of those games and steal a Brain Rot as well. I had no issues there. So next up, I thought that I would end the video with trying out a few scripts, a few popular scripts that I see people requesting if certain executors support them. One of the ones that I see the most is HoHoHub. I always see people talking about this in Discord servers, so we're going to start off with this one. We're going to attach the block fruits, and we're going to see if Volcano can run this. I have no idea if it's going to work. I hope it does. Alright, that was one of the most annoying key systems I've ever had to do, so I'm glad we've got through that one. It says the provided key is valid, so it should be loading up anytime now. Okay, did you guys see that? My Volcano just randomly shut down while I was loading ROBLOX up. That's another thing we're going to have to report to the Volcano developer as well, and that's one thing that will need to be fixed. I just noticed. That's the first time it's happened to me during this entire recording. Not sure how often that happens, but that could get annoying because you would have to relaunch Volcano like I just did. So let's execute HoHoHub once again, because it did just have some kind of issue. I'm not sure if it's not going to load or what. It says the key is valid, but maybe the UI has some kind of issue where it doesn't load. I can't really tell. Requested module experienced an error while loading. I don't know if that has anything to do with HoHoHub. It looks like it might. I'm unsure about that one. So the next script I'm going to try is this open source script right here, which is using actors. I want to see if Volcano has actor support, so we're about to run this right now, and hopefully it does. Okay, so we've executed the script. Everything seems to have loaded up fine. We just need to see if this script will actually work. Yes, it looks like it does work. The silent aim appears to be working right now. We just need to be double sure. Yeah, every kill we get is pretty much a headshot right now. So we're about to test out Forsaken ZkiHub on Volcano. We're going to see if this works. It appears to be working pretty fine. We're solving the generators right now. We're pathfinding to the other generators. Life is good. Now, does Volcano use a real drawing library, and does it impact FPS after attaching or executing the drawing library? That's what we're about to find out right now. We're going to attach Volcano to the base plate. Click on execute. Let's check the FPS in the top left corner. Nope, everything's completely fine. Real drawing library, none of that fake stuff. You guys remember when executors first came out after Hyperion was added to ROBLOX? Many of them didn't even have a real drawing library. Wave was one of those executors. So we've come a long way, guys. We've come a long way. We've discovered fire, real drawing library, no FPS hindrance after attaching to the base plate. So to finish the video, we're going to be ending it with abusing some kind of vulnerability within Flick that allows you to play custom audio. So if I spawn into the game right now, you can see the game's full with real players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've literally got the max amount of players in a server besides one player. And if we go over here, we can actually play custom sounds on other people's PCs right now. Alright, so we're going to play this laughing sound.
Hello, my old chum. I'm Gnotic Elf. I'm Gnotic Goblin. Hello, my old I'm a gnome, and you've Gnotic Elf. I'm Gnotic Goblin. I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed.
Hello, your computer has virus. Hello, your computer has virus. Hello, your computer has virus.
So there you go, we ended the video with some FE sound trolling. You can see everyone in the chat. I don't even know what language that is, but there we go. A lot of people left the game as well. Well, a few people left the game, but... So that leaves us with the final conclusion. Should I buy Volcano, yes or no? Well, considering it just automatically closed without me even closing the X button, I would say that it's a 50-50 scenario right now. Only purchase Volcano if you want to invest in the future of Sysguard. I would say for a casual executor user right now, for a casual exploiter that just wants casual exploiting gameplay, I wouldn't say Volcano's a bad choice. You know, Celiware's out there as well. Celiware, I can't deny this, it is cheaper than Volcano, and I haven't really tested it too much recently, but it might be more stable. I can't 100% comment on that right now, but I know Volcano, for the price it's offering and for what Sysguard is, I would say that it's worth it in my mind. It does need some improvements. Like I said, it needs multi-instance support. We need better teleport handler stability, and those random Volcano closing moments, they need to be fixed as well. But besides that, there's not really many issues to nitpick with Volcano. I mean, it's going to update every single Hyperion update now. So what I mean by that is when Hyperion makes a big change and we see executors down for ages, I'm pretty confident that Volcano is going to have no trouble now that it has Sysguard integrated inside, no Diddy. So if you do want to buy Volcano, you can purchase it from my store. The link will be in the description below and on the screen right now. Go check it out at rswear.store. You can buy weekly and monthly keys, and like I said, it's completely up to you guys. There's a few options on the market right now. You guys can choose between Volt, Potassium, Celiware, Volcano. So yeah, maybe we'll see some more options on the market soon, but for now, that's how it is. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know it's not the best video in the world. I just wanted to get one out for Christmas, and I know that a lot of people have been asking me, is Volcano worth the money right now, because it's no longer free, so you guys can't try it yourselves. So I've tried to be as honest as possible in this video. You guys might think that I'm a biased source because I am friends with the Volcano developers. You know, I'm friends with Cheap Buddy, I'm friends with Co, but I'm not going to sit here and say it's the best executor on the market right now, because it isn't. But does it have the best potential on the market right now? I would say yes. I would say Volt and Volcano are the two executors on the market that have the most potential at the moment. So do what you will with this information. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on this video. Comment down below what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.